We were one of the first, if not the first, in the province to, switch over completely to, the Ford utility vehicles and the Ford Interceptors. All-wheel drive, because of the weather, is a significant advantage to us. They're fuel efficient, more so than, the cars of the past. So we find that very, very beneficial. There's a cost factor in there. And we can techno the cars up all we want. I mean, it's unlimited.
I'm at 18 years, and in those 18 years, I've got a lot of technology changes, of which one of the items is right in the car today. It's the ALPR system, or the Automatic License Plate Reader System. We have software from Vigilant Solutions. The technology is such that there's cameras on the roof of the vehicle, and as we drive around, we get picture images of vehicles as they pass us. We get alerted if there's a driver that's suspended or unlicensed, or the vehicle's uninsured. And also we can have a plate entered in there that's stolen, so if we happen to miss it with our eyes, hopefully the camera will catch it, and we'll get that notified to us by way of the cameras in the software. We also have our niche system, which is our internal RMS system. They're both linked. Record management system that we operate within the cars and also in the station. When I first started, we had to do a lot of it by hand on typewriters. So it's come a long way. Multiple police vehicles in our area here. This is the station, so of course there's a few more there currently, but there's one of our traffic units, there's one of our road units, and of course we're centered right in the middle here. And it's continuously monitoring it, so we can see where all the other cars and officers are, and same thing with our dispatchers.
911 emergency. Okay, where are you located?
I started here in '92. And they hired me because I used to route school buses and I knew where everything was out in the township. And we had no 911. There was no GPS, there was no green numbers. So we had to know lot and concessions. We did the dispatching and wrote everything by hand. Anybody that was in the cells, we were watching the prisoners and monitoring them and monitoring the interviews. The last days I was working, there was, instead of one computer in front of you that worked, sometimes there was 5 screens, 3 keyboards. The desks went up and down instead of sitting at a counter.
Then, of course, when we moved from what they called the old haunted house to the new station in Bradford, then it was a complete call taker dispatch center all on its own upstairs with lots of modern technology.
Well, the technology when I started was pen, paper, and an eraser and whiteout. We used typewriters. The only computer we had was through CPIC, and it was a small green screen about that big. The cell areas and that in our buildings, as well as our courthouse, is the same. The technology is huge. Now we have computers where we do our reports on computers, and they're all interlinked with other services.
Social media is a very powerful tool, and it can work against you, because if you're not on top of things and putting out, good, positive, or good informative, factual social media tweets, or on Instagram or Facebook, then there's always that void, right? And there's a lot of people that are, they follow us, and we follow them, but there's tremendous power with it. So we just want to make sure we get out the facts, because that's what we do. And when we get out the facts, we find that there's a lot of benefit to it.
With growing populations, you're going to need more manpower, more boots on the road, as the chief would like to say. And with that, you need more cars. And it's also visibility within the community.